Hey, it's Jerome and welcome to my first ever vlog slash podcast. This first episode will be all about my intellectual autobiography or my intellectual journey, a POL32120 Seminar requirement for Ma'am Zen's class. And first things first, my full name is Jerome Rafael de los Reyes, Austria. People call me Jerome or just Jer. I am a 21-year-old Filipino living in Batangas City. My birthday is September 18, 1999, which makes me 22 next month. So mark your calendars. It's going to be the best day ever. And my school, from when I was in elementary, I transferred to De La Salipa in grade 5 up until high school, then transferred to UST to pursue my senior high school track, which is UMS, and then eventually getting that political science undergraduate degree in the same university under the Faculty of Arts and Letters. Yeah, and to know more about me, you must know my lived experience. So, since I am living in Batangas City, I had to be subjected into the glorified Barako concept. So, what does it mean, right, to be subjected into that concept? It meant that you must pursue courses like engineering or something related to the sciences in order for you to become successful in life, because that has been the common template here of people living in this particular municipality. But as well as you need to be into sports like basketball or baseball in order for you to be considered a tough and legitimate Barako. But then it really took a toll on me, like a mental strain on me, because made me adjust into situations that I do not have any control over. Like, even as a child, how could you really catapult yourself out of that conventional standardization in life, right? But I still consider this as one of the key events in my life because it helped me realize that there are obvious failings and discrepancies inside the system, and we need to dispel these unprogressive notions in order to flourish in society, in order to flourish as individuals, holistic individuals. And now, from then, I acknowledge that my worldview was very limited because I was only trapped inside that privileged bubble. It only affected me. That was the only thing or issue that I was really invested in. I did not want any person or man or any individual to be subjected or boxed or be trapped into one stereotype or one standard. But then, since right now I am a debater slash pol-sci student, it made me really cognizant that the current knowledge that I have was really lacking and was really just surface level. And this is where the most influential person in my life becomes really relevant. And that's my debate trainer, who was also coincidentally a pol-sci senior that time, Kuya Peter, or Jo Art Ralia, as I fondly call him. He taught me the craft that is debating, and he also gave me insightful knowledge about IR issues, economics, pop culture, and even philosophy. And in this regard, it made me really aware of the existing inequalities all around the world and the different concepts that really need of further introspection. And with this in mind, my worldview radically changed from there. From having a limited standpoint from before, it made me more open and more intersectional in understanding the interconnectedness of different approaches. And now, this led me and my partner in thesis to come up with a study about Muslim women and their intersectional realities and how it impacts their voting behavior. But if you're going to ask me right now what kind of worldview I have, it's more on the intersectional side of things. So what does it mean? It means that I acknowledge that, let's use my thesis, that a Muslim woman should not be trapped into the common narrative of extremism or radicalization. But also, it must also consider different intersecting realities, let's say how their informed choices are being influenced by different factors like race, gender, ethnicity, and even religion, and how it really influences their lives as a whole. But then, considering that there are other people who have specific worldviews, not to take anything against them, but I feel like if you only have one particular worldview, it's going to be ultimately limiting because you are going to be trapped in that particular bubble alone without being able to acknowledge the different facets and their influence towards that particular facet in life. So choosing Pulse as my program really helped me realize that there is more to politics, or and like the politics of things, because I now consider the importance of governmental infrastructures, institutional factors, the behavior of various political actors, and their interplay with the things around us. And that's why I really chose Pol Sci as my undergrad degree in the Faculty of Arts and Letters. And debate really made me appreciate the course further due to the fact, not only that it helped me made me understand the readings better, like the heavy duty readings in Pol Sci and the recitations as the training ground for the course. However, packaging myself as someone who has the ability to navigate through Pol Sci, it also made me think that I can also make a difference to the people around me, and that's through empowering them. In debate right now, I have become the debate president of the college-based and university-wide organization in the university. And right now, I am the executive trainer of AB Debate Parliament in the Faculty of Arts and Letters. And they have given me the outlet to empower others by training them the craft that is debating, and how they can transcend different realities like outside the intellectual discourse bubble and help effect change into areas like policy making or lobbying policies, and maybe even activism and other productive outlets. And now, synthesizing my intellectual journey, I wouldn't be who I am today without debate and political science, because these factors continuously forward me to become better and become more hungrier for growth. And it also made me discern what kind of path I'm going to consider and I'm going to pursue in the future. Like before, I just wanted to become either a lawyer, an ordinary lawyer here in the country, or just pursue the academe because I'm going to do research. Yeah, but as I've developed over time, I feel like I could really co-opt both aspects. So now I want to get that Juris Doctor degree in the Philippines, then afterwards pursue a master's degree in international law, then eventually get a postdoc degree in national security or international security. And I feel as though that this would help me empower more people, considering that it is international in scope, like being an international lawyer or a international arbiter in the future. It would really help me set precedents that could potentially and incrementally abolish systemic oppression that are felt by different minority communities all around the world, like in India or in Myanmar, for example. And this would not all be possible without the discipline, attitude, and skill sets that I've acquired and are continuously honing, all thanks to debate and Pol Sci. Lastly, what I want my listeners to understand is you really owe it to yourself to try, because you owe it to yourself to thrive. And when you get to thrive in your own space, you get to empower others more, and you get to create much more radical and much more holistic change towards the society. And then tune in for more episodes about empowerment, productivity, and debate. So it's Jer. Thanks.